What you talking about now, Cine? I don't know, but you're gonna get some nuggets out of it though. But first, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn that bell on. There's a new video series dropping every Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with the random jam session whenever I'm in my bag. You do not want to miss out. Also, be sure to check out my books, man. The link's in the description below, right along with my vegan class if you're trying to go plant-based and stay plant-based. I'm telling you, it works. Oh, and lastly, be sure to follow me on Instagram at _just_scene_. The nuggets I don't put over here, I put over there, so you can always get me when you need me. But you ain't really coming for all of that. Peace, love, knowledge, and freedom. I'm out. And another thing that I'm noticing about religion that people don't do is they don't study the antithesis. It's like a definition. You know, they teach you, at least they taught me in grade school and all of that shit, that you cannot define a word with the word. Like, you feel me? I can't say, a motherfucker can't tell me that magic means magic. Because I'm not going to conceive that. Like, I'm like, okay, I don't know what magic means, so how can, you know what I mean? So it's like, you can't tell me that, you can't define a religion with the religion. That's just how I feel. That's just, part of my study tactic. Like, I always got to find the antithesis to it. So it's like, I'm not saying that you got to do this, but I'm just saying, like, if you're going to be a devout religious person, you're going to be a zealot, whatever it is that you need to consult and have conversations with atheists. At least once or twice. You feel me? To balance off your shit. And vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Don't just be on, because that can develop into a religion too. Don't just say, okay, I'm an atheist, I don't believe anything, but you have not convened with the motherfuckers that will this information. Because you have to find that balance. Like anything that, I guess they can call it truth. I don't accept truth. There is no truth. Well, there's one. The only truth is that there is no truth. Because truth is relative to the experiencer. You feel what I'm saying? So I look at it like this. You need to have both sides presented to you so you can figure out what's in the middle and you can decide what's the truth for yourself. If you only focus on one extreme, that's all you know. You feel what I'm saying? That's all you know. You need to find that shit that challenges you. But the reason why you can't find that shit that challenges you, because all of these doctrines and shit, they teach you that, oh no, you don't look outside of anything else. You feel me? You don't look outside of anything else. You stay here. That keeps you in the box. Like the shit's always gonna be right when all I study is the shit. You feel me? Not when I study something that questions it, not when I study something that goes against it, because now I have to find that middle ground. Because when you start studying shit that questions it, you start to see, oh shit, y'all motherfuckers ain't all the way right. But that's, you know what I'm saying, that's not here nor there. Like, I look at it like, I personally, I can't follow this shit, right? Like, my logic mind is too expansive for me to follow a religion. This is not to insult anybody's intelligence and say, religion is for people that are unintelligent or anything like that. That's not what I mean. But what I'm saying is my mind has expanded so far, and it's been an expansion. Like, I don't want people to think like that. Like, all my life I've been challenging shit. You feel me? Religion just happened to be the motherfucker that came up next. You feel me? But it happened years ago. So it's like, I've always questioned, always had these questions, and nobody could give me the answer. So it's like, I went in for myself to find them. You dig what I mean? And I feel like that's what everybody has to do. Because it's like, you got to think about this. We're asking ignorant people how to answer questions about some shit that we need to understand. And when I say ignorant, I don't mean it from the cliche and the conventional usage of, you know what I'm saying, like destructive. Ignorance is pretty much lacking knowledge. So we're asking people questions about our religion, about things that we're supposed to hold nearest and dearest to our heart. We're asking people questions about this shit, right? And they really don't have the answers to it. They really don't know, because they're still trying to figure this shit out for themselves. You dig what I'm saying? That makes no sense. That's the blind leading the blind, literally. But because I appear to be more blind than you, then that's when, that's when it's like, okay, I can follow your lead. I mean, my eyes are all the way shut, but you're squinting. So I think I can fuck with you. That's not reality. You feel what I'm saying? And I see that happen all the time. Like, you know what I'm saying, from the church, from whatever it is. You know what I mean? Like, you ask these questions, they'll be like, yo, like, case in point, I'm out of the religion. So this is not a question that I really need to answer. I answered the question while I was in it for myself. But, I always ask, like, okay, if we study the timeline, of Jesus or whatnot, when we're looking in the Bible, you know what I'm saying? When we study the timeline of him, it's like, we know when he was born. You feel me? We know the wise men, they came from wherever the fuck they came from to go meet this nigga, right? So we know that he's the most important motherfucker on the face of this earth. So they say, we'll give him that, right? So we have documentation when he was born, when he was in the temple preaching, when he was 12 and all of that shit. How, you know, everybody seems to recollect them, right? We look at what is the first books, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. They all have a recollection of this individual being, and you know, they was always telling the stories from the time he was 30 till he was 33. But here's a point that can't be answered: where was he at for 18 years?